The Tom and Doug Show. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. We are Tom and we are Doug. We're here talking to you on this telephone. It's not a telephone. It's a radio.
Your mouth got way ahead of your brain there.
I know. It does that every now and then. You know, I was a big fan of Jackson Armstrong, All-American Freak, who was like this disc jockey. He was in Buffalo, and he spoke really fast like this all the time. I just loved his voice, and he eventually moved away in 1972 or 1973, and eventually he came back, and he was doing his show, and then he died. But he was famous. He was all over the place. Jackson Armstrong, All-American Freak. That's what he would do.
So the moral of this story is if you talk really fast, you're going to die.
I was just influenced. I really wanted to talk like that guy. I thought anybody who talks that fast must have really important things to say.
Yes. Well,
and be really respected by the people around you. You've got to be speaking really, really fast.
And loud, probably, too.
He wasn't really loud. No, he was funny. You know, he would do all these little jokes that would go by you so fast that you'd have to think about it a minute later. Hey, that was funny. And then you'd laugh.
And yet he's dead.
Yeah, he died.
That brings me to a thing I wanted to talk about here.
What's that?
Is the messages that people leave behind when they're dead.
You mean like when you're kind of not quite dead, but you're already in the coffin and you like scratch things into the top of the coffin? Is that what you're talking about? Nothing's funnier than buried alive jokes.
Well, maybe this next song.
Okay. There's a place of never-ending history. There's a place of uninspiring mystery. Whatever land is the town your dreams will go to die. Whatever land,
Whatever, man.
whatever land, there's a place of defeated dissidents. There's a place of astounding indifference. Whatever land, like a ghost town you don't understand. Whatever land,
Whatever, man.
whatever land, whatever land. Slam the door without wrath, life some more, make me laugh, stay up late, hit the sack, go to school, don't come back, shred your mind and shred the mail, speak your heart, watch it fail, speak your mind and go to jail. There's a place of bone-chilling tedium. There's a place where every date is a creepy one. Whatever land, walk the plank and join us in the deep. Whatever land,
Whatever, man.
whatever land, whatever land. Indication, nothing heard. Motivation, how absurd. Inspiration, not a word. In this nation, truth deferred. The joke is you, the joke's on me. Everything that I might be, saturated with ennui. There's a place. It's all a waste of time, whatever you do. There's a place. Even the song that you're listening to. Whatever land, give up your soul and join us here. Whatever land,
Whatever, man.
whatever land,
Whatever, man.
whatever land.
So, as you know, my father died not too long ago.
Yes.
And a couple of years before that, my grandmother died.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I just got in my possession an envelope here in my grandmother's handwriting that says what, Thomas?
It says, Evelyn Wayfield Gentile's obituary for the newspaper.
Yes, except it says Warfield. She wrote her own obituary.
Is it dated?
It is not dated, but I believe she wrote this while she was still alive.
Oh, okay. That would make sense.
And it says, Evelyn Warfield Gentile's obituary for the newspaper. Evelyn Warfield Gentile was born in Elizabethville, Pennsylvania, April 7th, 1921. She was graduated from Minersville High School in 1939. Evelyn married Joseph Gentile in the English Lutheran Church in 1940. They transferred to Trinity Lutheran Church when they moved to Pottsville. During World War II, Evelyn worked at Fred's Firestone gas station during the gas rationing era, and then at Van Heusen and the Pottsville Water Authority. She was secretary for the Republican Party Committee, historian for the Pottsville Lionettes, volunteer and caller for the Luther Ridge Auxiliary and Trinity Lutheran Church, co-leader for Trinity's youth program, Luther League. Evelyn supported the local Concert Association, Schuylkill Symphony, Historical Society, SCCA, and other local activities. Evelyn wrote 5 journals of family history and family children's stories. Surviving are 2 sons, Ronald in Buffalo, married to Kay Johnson, and Robert in San Diego, married to Pat Fernsler. 2 grandchildren, Douglas Gentile and Heather Gentile Luxon. 3 great-grandchildren. So, okay, we can start dating this now.
So
we
your
could date
father
this.
was not married to Kay at the end.
At the end. And Heather had 5 kids, not just 2, because it's Lauren Gentile. Evelyn had 2 sisters, Loretta Barton, Helen Gobrick, deceased, 3 brothers, Harold Philadelphia, Robert in Mechanicsburg, and Mervyn, deceased. Also nieces and nephews. Evelyn will be buried near her mother and sister in Baber Cemetery. So it's interesting that she wrote this out.
Right.
This would have been probably in the late 90s, given which great-grandchildren were alive when she wrote this. And the other interesting thing is that is not at all the obituary that was printed in the paper. They totally ignored her wishes and wrote a different one for the paper.
Well, did this just appear later? Or
This just appeared to me recently. So I didn't know she had written her own. Her younger son gave it to me. But I think it's a really interesting thing. If we were going to write our own obituaries, what would we say?
Oh, I got to pump mine up. Mine would be full of all sorts of stuff that I really didn't get around to doing.
Okay, good. Well, let's listen to another song. Let's listen to Evelyn Gentile singing to you, and then you can come tell us about what your obituary should say, Tom.
Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me say in a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own, without a love of my own, without a love of my own.
Well, every guy wants to have it in his obituary that like they were like some great porn star.
Okay, good.
Okay. So that's got to be in it.
I love it. I think you should definitely do that. It'll make killing you all the more fun.
So we're talking about obituaries today.
Yeah, I've been thinking about what I would write for mine, and I think
You want to write it in Esperanto.
That would be cool. I did want to learn Esperanto, but I guess in my obituary I could claim that I did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
But really, I think I'd like to use it as one final opportunity to complain about people.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure people have done that.
I want to be the person who puts the bitch in obituary. If anyone doesn't feel badly about ways that they treated me in life, I'm going to make sure that they know that I'm taking it to the grave that they should feel badly.
Without going out of my door, I can know all things on earth. Without looking out of my window, I can know the ways of heaven. The farther one travels, the less one knows, the less one knows. Without looking out of your door, you can know all things on earth. Without looking out of your window, you can know the ways of heaven. The farther one travels, the less one knows, the less one knows.
Love is like the rain. It falls down from the clouds and hits random people at random times and evaporates and goes back all into the cloud to do it all over again.
Hi, everybody. We're talking about obituaries today, and Doug has some ideas of what he would like in his obituary.
The world sadly lost an important member. Doug was the heart and soul of planet Earth. He will leave a big gap in our community and will be sorely missed. Donations can be made. This is good. Yeah.
Before he dies.
Before he dies. To Doug at tomanddoug.com.
Right. So you should put that up front.
Yeah.
I didn't hear much complaining in that.
That's true.
I needed some more complaining about it. People didn't appreciate. Yeah, that's always a good one.
Yeah.
People didn't appreciate me enough. Somebody borrowed $10 and didn't give it back to me.
Yeah.
Piddly little stuff.
For decades, he had to battle Tom
Yeah.
on the Tom and Doug show. And despite winning every battle, Tom didn't give up.
And it probably killed him.
Yeah, this is good. So what would yours be like?
Well, you know, I loved Rodney Dangerfield's tombstone. And this is Rodney Dangerfield. There goes the neighborhood. He used it to get one more laugh out of people.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
So I would want to accomplish something.
Well, I think you should accomplish something with your obituary. It'll be a first for you.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Wait a second.
Sunrise doesn't last all morning. The cloudburst doesn't last all day. Seems my love is there and has left you with no warning. It's not always gonna be this great. All things must pass. All things must pass away. Sunset doesn't last all evening. My mind can roll those clouds away. After all this, my love is up and must be leaving. It's not always gonna be this great. All things must pass. All things must pass away. All things must pass. None of life's strings can last. So I must be on my way. It's lovely how the darkness only stays the night time. In the morning it will fade away. The daylight is good at arriving at the right time. It's not always gonna be this great. All things must pass. All things must pass away. All things must pass. All things must pass away.
No, wait. Keep out of this. What sort of tape is this? The tape of peace. Peace? Peace for who?
Every time it rains, I sit at home and wonder why, that ever since you said goodbye, I feel so all alone. Every time it rains, and the summer showers soak the ground, and I watch the rain come pouring down, and I call out your name. Every time it rains, I hang my head and want to die, and I don't seem to care that I'm just not making it on my own. Every time it rains, sometimes late at night, I close my eyes and pretend that you're here with me. But every time it rains, I realize just how lonely my life is gonna be. Every time it rains, every time I hear the raindrops fall, I might say that I don't mind at all, but I do. Every time it rains, every time I try to tell myself that in time I find somebody else, but it won't be you. Every time it rains.
So the world became a brighter place in 2005 on the day that the Tom and Doug Show was born.
Yes.
There will be a ceremony to spread the ashes of this week's show held next week on this same station at the same time.
Yes, and we want you to attend.
Donations can be made in the name of Tom and Doug to your local community radio
Oh,
station.
that's so sweet.
Or, of course, you can also send them to Doug at tomanddug.com, and I'll save them up for something important like, candy.
Thank
Bye.
you so much.
The Tom and Doug Show lasts up to 30% longer in personal audio players. Our guarantee to you, we will repair or replace, at our option, any device damaged by the Tom and Doug Show. Guarantee void if Tom and Doug Show is requested to repair or replace anything you want.
The Tom and Doug Show is known as the love of beauty.